In this demonstration, we're just going to have a quick look at how we can configure an externally secured SMTP connector. We'll also have a look at how we can configure an SMTP connector that requires transport layer security and also authentication as well. So the purpose really of this demonstration is to look at what we can set on the Recieve connectors authentication tab. So what I'll do first of all is I will just create a new Recieve connector. So new Recieve connector, and what we're going to do here is we're just going to call this externally secured. And connector. Now that we've done that, what we're going to do here is we're just going to select the intended use for the Recieve connector. So if we have a look at this, we've got internet, internal, client and partner. So internet is things coming in from the outside world. Probably don't want to set that up to relay through our server. Internal is an internal connector from another SMTP server in our organization, coming in from a client or coming in from a partner organization. So we'll click next after selecting internal. Now that we've done that, the next thing we want to do here is just add or remove some IP addresses. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to click the remove button to remove the selected items. I'm then just going to add, and what I'm going to do here for the Recieve connector, I'm going to say that this connector is used to receive mail from 10.10.0.10, which is my domain controller. So we'll click OK here. We'll then just click our next button. We'll then just click our new button, and that's going to create our Recieve connector. So we'll click finish. Once we've done that, we'll just have a look at the properties of this externally secured connector, and remember we're just having a look at the authentication tab. So under authentication, what we have here is we have the ability to say exactly how this server can authenticate to us. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to get rid of the Exchange Server authentication. It is a domain controller. We're going to go for externally secured, for example with IPsec. We're then going to click OK, and we're going to just kick straight across to van DC1. So I've got my command prompt open, and what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to telnet on the SMTP service on the Exchange server. So I'll do telnet van-ex1, and then what we're going to do here is we're just going to connect to the SMTP service. Hit return here. We'll issue a hello to the server. So that's now come back with, yep, the service is up and running. Next thing I'm going to do here is I'm just going to do mail from, and then I'm going to specify the colon within here as well, and we're just going to send this from test@contoso.com. Hit return. Send as OK. So previously without that external connector, the problem I would have had is it would have actually dropped my connection. I'll then do recipient to, and we're just going to send this to kim@woodgrovebank.com. Hit return. So recipient's OK. We'll just stick some data in here. And then just end that off. So as we can see now, mail has been queued for delivery. So that has worked. We can relay mail through this connector. So we'll now just exit out of our command prompt. So on van DC1 now, that's proved that we can use that Recieve connector to receive email. The next thing I want to do is configure an SMTP connector that will require transport layer security and authentication. So that was completely open relay there. All I've done is I've just allowed a server to authenticate to the mail service sitting on van-ex1. Probably not the best thing to do for security purposes. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to change the authentication on this connector now. So we'll come back to authentication, and what we're going to do here is we're just going to clear the externally secured tick box. Next thing we're going to do here is just click on basic authentication, and we're going to offer basic authentication only after starting our transport layer security. We're going to come to the permission groups here. We're just going to select exchange users to use this Recieve connector. We're going to click OK, and we'll go back to DC1. Back on DC1, we'll try to telnet to the server again. We'll just issue our hello command again. Now what we'll do is we'll just do a mail from, and we'll specify again test@contoso.com. hit return. Then pops up, client was not authenticated, connection to the host was lost. So now what we've done, we've actually secured the connection by using the transport layer security. So that's the end of the demonstration. Thanks.